Hey guys, Takuyasugi here with a new hero on Korean Lost Saga. This is hero 188, Magical Engineer. So I really wanted to say Machinist because I thought Machinist sounded a lot cooler. But it's whatever, So it's a rare hero, you'll have to buy it with mostly cash options. 4-hit basics. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th hit will feint. These will not lift off your feints or anything. You can jump cancel at any point during this string. And it will do this kind of upward dash cancel. Kind of Red Hood style. Everyone was saying this is a Red Hood clone. It does consume 1 meter of your 4 meter passive by doing the jump cancel, but you can still do it when you have 0 passive, but it will consume the passive when you do have the passive, so it's kind of a balancing thing, I guess, there. I don't know. Otherwise, it's okay. The airborne portion of the juggle, which I just dropped, humiliatingly. The 3rd hit will bounce down and the 4th hit will knock back. Usually you want to do a combo off the 3rd hit. You want to jump cancel the 3rd hit, and then you'll go into like a dash cancel, a jump cancel, air combo rather. So pretty nice stuff there, Hold Ds, you have a half hold D. Half hold D will throw this little gear up into the air. You can see the range here. The max range, probably around right there. If either hit connects, it will pop up. Actually, it seems like the first hit only shocks them, which kind of guarantees a second hit. So it's kind of like, you know, you're going to get a pop-up either way most of the time. So it is a 2-hitter, and it'll give you a juggle opportunity. You can jump cancel this as well, which can help you get into a good position to do certain combos. It's all about angles when it comes to the air combos on this guy, and we'll get to that in a little bit. The ground hold D, however, it's a little bit slower. But the catch is with this one is it travels farther. So you can see it hits from there. The half D will not hit anywhere close, but the hold D will kind of hit a little bit more further range. So you can see that right there. So if I'm like right here with the half D, not going to hit. Hold D, it's going to hit. And you can still jump cancel the hold D as well to get into your combos. So it's pretty nice. Moving on to the dash attacks. 2-hit dasher. 2nd hit will launch. You can combo off this regularly, or you can jump cancel it and then get into a combo situation as well. So pretty nice there. Your hold D dasher is just your passive. You can half D dasher as well. It just pretty much stops you and does that. So a half D dasher. So you know you don't have to actually stop running to go into your passive usage. So moving on. By the way, also your hold D attacks do not consume your passive. So if you were wondering about that, if you could spam that, you certainly can. So moving on to the air attacks, or let's do the air functionality first. So he has a double air dasher. So that's one of his functionalities. He doesn't have a double jump, however. He can jump cancel off of his air attacks and stuff as well. He can't jump cancel off the air dasher, however. So, you know, if you want to air dash cancel, you can, but that does utilize your passive meter. And unlike the ground version, you can't jump cancel that in the air when you have 0 passive. You also have a block cancel off your attacks, and the block cancel will actually put you down onto the ground. And there's a little bit of a landing delay, so if you were wondering about that, there is a little bit. So I'm gonna mash for you here off my landing delay. Well, sorry. So you can see there is a little bit of landing delay behind the block cancel out of the air. But still, you should most of the time be able to do like a 4-hit air attack, which he has a 4-hit air attack. So the first 3 hits just feint, and the 4th hit will just knock back. No feint on that. So you can see just little feints on the first 3 attacks and then the knockdown. So when you get them into the air, usually get them in the air really easily with your half D and then get into a nice position. You'll get the slam down off that. And usually you want to do like the block cancel off that slam down in order to get some ground combos a lot easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, block cancel, and then you can get a combo. I kind of dropped it there, but that's okay. You also have your air hold D. Air hold D, it sends the ground-based traveling. This is what you're usually going to use for pressure situations. So you can use it in between your basics as well. Not at the after the fourth air attack, however. And you also have the half D in the air, which kind of travels a little bit more pinpointed. It's more based for air combo extensions. So usually to set up a good air combo, you need to do the half D. Cancel that, 1, 2, 3, half D. And I drop it, but you get the gist of it. You can do that as long as you got passive still available. And you can see the passive charge comes back relatively quickly. It's not too bad at all. So he has a lot of air combo functionality. It's pretty nice. He has a lot of nice ground functionality as well. It doesn't feel as much as a Red Hood clone as I thought it would, but it certainly looks that way. But he has his own distinct feel, I feel. I feel like he's pretty engaging. I like it. I kind of like it. So you also have defensive options. You have a counterattack. Relatively simple counterattack. You can get a nice juggle off this. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I dropped it. Whatever. You get the idea. You get the idea. I haven't really tested skill cancels here. Let me go ahead and do that with you guys now. Looks like he has no skill half feint counters, no recoveries that I can see. So pretty simple and straightforward there. Just the counterattack. Let's check out the skills. Start with the weapon skill. Weapon skill. Summon a little blimp. The blimp will kind of follow you around, kind of like, you know, a puppet. And you can see the max range is about like that far. So it's pretty far range. It's pretty far range. We'll see how it works on the crowd here. We'll see how it works on a lot of people. If it's actually going to attack. I don't know if it's going to attack or not. It looked like it didn't want to attack. Here we go. Alright, get him, blimp. So it only attacks like one person at a time, if you were curious. Look at all those characters on my screen. How much money I spent on this game doing these videos. But yeah, it will hit grounded as well. And off the grounded attacks, you can kind of juggle in between. 2 and 2. Then eventually you probably want a better combo, or you know, you'll do your half D in between those shock statuses and get yourself a launcher combo near the end of it. Pretty nice and efficient. I would assume you could block that, however. So moving on to the armor skill. Armor skill, you bring out this reticule. Max range is about that. Then you can go a little bit further off of the initial reticule. You can either pull it back to yourself, or, you know, make it go a little bit farther. So this floats a little bit. It lasts a while. Looks like it has a health bar where you can kill it. Max range, you can see it doesn't have a whole lot of range. We'll do this on the crowd as well here. Go ahead and pop it now. And unlike the weapon skill, this does hit like a lot of people at once, so it's a pretty good AoE skill, and it keeps them bogged down for quite a while. If you want to like keep it pinpointed on someone, you want to keep it really close by, where it's going to, like, you know, do this cycle like that. But keep in mind, when you do that cycle like that, it's going to go away quicker. But yeah, it's a good little gear to extend your combos, or just kind of bog down people and keep them under control. Helmet skill. So this thing's fun. So when you hit someone with this, you'll throw out like 3 little balls behind them. You can see like chain lightning balls. I'll pull out the other NPCs here. And it lasts quite a while. You can see the buff is lasting quite a while. Let's get the FK a little closer to them. So you can see those 3 balls will hit behind someone. Pretty nice there. But this also has another element to it, where at the end you get either a knockback. So if you only hit like one time, you can trigger this a little bit earlier. You'll get a knockback. It has like a little meter you build up. So if you hit, you know, it'll count each hit. 1, 2, 3. If you hit 7 times, you still don't get it. I think it's 8 actually. I thought it was 7. I thought I tested this early. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So now we're at 8. So 8 hits will give you the little feint like that. They'll just drop to their knees and fall down. And let me go ahead and pull up the NPCs again here. You can see it still builds up kind of quickly. The lightning bolts don't really count for the passive building. But now we're at 15. So we still got this buff on. So at 15, you get the knockback and the long, dizzy kind of stun instead of the faint stun. So that's how that helmet works right there. You got to get your hits in to get the end stun, but it lasts so long where you still end up keeping it most of the time. I'm not sure if it stays on when you get knocked down. Let's go ahead and test that really quickly. I like testing things with you guys. And it looks like it does stay on when you get knocked down. So unlike the old days where you use like a gear like that, it will stay on you. And it lasts quite a while, so it's a really good tool if you're if you're a fan of basic attacking on a lot of characters. I would imagine it works pretty amazingly with some characters in the game. So moving on to the Trinket Skill. Trinket Skill, summon the cage, hit people in the cage, they bounce off of it. Very simple and straightforward. Very simple and straightforward. You know, not much to say about that. We can see if it works on grounded. And it'll knock someone up off the ground. So you can see they get like a little half feint. And then you got them in the trap there. So that was weird at the end there. It didn't let me pop them up off the half D. So it's whatever. It's whatever. So that is Magical Engineer there, guys. So, you know, I know a lot of people say it looks like a Red Hood clone, but it feels like it plays a lot differently to me. You know, it's like simple mechanics, but they're pretty satisfying in my opinion. I think the little half D into the combos is a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun to me. Let's try to get this long combo. It's a little bit tricky. You gotta learn it. I don't think it's gonna be a huge learning curve or anything, but I think it's still got a little bit behind it. So I like characters that kind of do a little bit of learning curve like that. But yeah, overall, I think it's gonna be an okay character. I think the dash cancels and stuff with the passive management, it's going to be a lot of fun. You can get a lot of nice juggles going. It feels pretty satisfying to me. I like it. I like it. I like the helmet skill most of all about him, I think. But yeah, that'll do it for Magical Engineer here today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. I still prefer the Machinist.